Hello, HeatherMarques here. I have been waiting to make a new Instagram video for a while now. This one is going to be geared towards unique. However, you can use the tips that I share in this video to pretty much do any business. It's basically just going over how I use Instagram, all the tips and tricks that I've found to work, and how I've built my Instagram to over 20,000 followers in the past year. So this is my guide, and I'm going to start my first slide. There's a few apps that you're going to need when you first start an Instagram account, and this is what I use. I use Instafollow, an app called Note+s, another app called Instant Download, and of course you're going to need to download Instagram. So before you even start, go ahead to your app store and download those 4 apps. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to create your Instagram account. You can download the app and then just follow the directions to set up a new account. I suggest using a name that has to do something with your business. So have it reflect who you are. Mine is the Glam Squad 1 because that's my team's name with unique. So that's what I use. You know, if you wanted to do unique by Allie or uniquely Ashley, you can do that. However, you cannot use the word unique without basically saying by. So you have to kind of make it known that you're an independent presenter or it's not going to be compliant. So always keep that in mind when you're coming up with a name, but just be creative. You can be the Lash Star. You can be, you know, Lash Out Loud. Anything that you want, you can do. And just make it creative and have it reflect your personality. You also want to have a good profile picture. This is really important because when somebody goes to your Instagram account, this is going to tell them who you are. So you want it to attract your customers. You want to personalize it, show that you're a real person. Don't just throw a picture of eyelashes up there. You want people to know that this is who you are. You're a real person. You're not spamming them. Make it worth it. This is the face that people will see first, so you want them just make sure that you leave a good impression and keep it professional and fun. We do sell makeup, so showcase that. Get dolled up and take a picture. Make sure that you're wearing your lashes. Make sure you're wearing your makeup. You know, if you take the best selfies ever, pick one. Put it up there. Make it you. A lot of people ask me, should I do a public or private page? I always keep my profile public. You don't want somebody to go to your page and then it have no pictures because you're private, or they have to request you and then go back. Trust me, 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to go back. Even if you accept their friend request, they're not going to go back and look at your profile. So you just want to make it accessible. As soon as you have somebody go on that page, you want to make it known that that's what they're there for. They're there to see it. Also, always have your contact information in your bio. I like to use emojis and little pictures. I like to have it eye-catching. I always have my party link up there, which is bigbeautifullashes.com. I went to GoDaddy.com and I made a domain name so it's easier for somebody to remember rather than having uniqueproducts.com/da-da-da-da-da. It's just bigbeautifullashes.com, and that's connected to a party at all times. So it makes my sales really easy for people to remember and just to go to. I've also made it so they can click it. So in my bio, I make sure I tell people, you know, you can click on that website to order. And I put the little fingers pointing to the website. So it's fun. Okay, so that other app that I want you guys to download, that's called Instafollow. This is a free app. It does have a 99-cent upgrade. I suggest getting the upgrade. The in-app purchase, it's basically to keep track of who's following you, who's unfollowed you, who you're following. It's going to make it so that you can unfollow people and knowing exactly who to unfollow. Instagram only allows you to follow 7,500 people at a time. So because of that restriction, you're going to get to your 7,500 quick. If you're following a lot of people, that's going to happen really fast. and you want to make room for, you know, new and fresh people all the time. So usually by the time I hit 5,000, I start to unfollow people till I'm about down to 3,000, and then I'll just keep following more and more and more. So what Instafollow does is you can check out who your new followers are, who's unfollowed you, who's not following back, who's blocked you. You definitely want to always unfollow the people who are not following you back. You definitely want to unfollow the people who have unfollowed you, because you don't want to waste any space in there. And you also want to unfollow the people who have blocked you. Once a week, I refresh this, and I go in, and the people not following me back, I just unfollow them. This app lets you do 60 people every half hour, so you know, you just got to stay on top of it. Using Instagram, you have to kind of keep a schedule in your head of how you're doing things during the day. If you're consistent, you'll grow a huge audience and it'll pay off. If not, then I mean, you're gonna get what you put your time in for. So you definitely don't want people. You don't want to follow people if they're not following you back. Okay, so how do you use Instagram? This right here, this is the star, and that's like the Explorer star. So you're gonna click on that when you first get signed into when you get your bio set up and your picture and everything. You're just gonna go down to the star, and you can start exploring. You want to go to hashtags, and then you want to hashtag unique. So that's where you're going to be able to search the hashtags, and you're going to find the pictures to stock up on. I highly, highly suggest always having 50 to 100 pictures at a time, so that you can just basically go on and you always have a picture ready. It takes about 10 seconds to post a picture on Instagram. It's that easy. So that's how you search for hashtags and pictures. Once you get in there, you're just going to want to screenshot pictures. Once you click unique, a bunch of pictures are going to pop up, thousands of them, and you can just pick whatever pictures you want and screenshot them with your phone. Over here is the users tab. If you go to CoverGirl, basically you can target your audience. So if I go to the CoverGirl Instagram page and I go to their followers, I'm going to be able to see all the people who love makeup, who love CoverGirl, and I'm just going to start following them. That's how you start to kind of target your audience. You want to find the people who are interested in makeup. So I always go to like CoverGirl, Maybelline. You can find makeup artists, people who are into hair, nails, anybody that is posting pictures along those lines that you think are going to be into buying unique. You want to just follow those people. Okay, the other two apps that I use, one is called Notes and one's called Instant Download. What Instant Download does is you can basically take a video off of somebody else's Instagram and download it onto your phone, and then you can repost it. So what you would do is, I typed in right here the Glam Squad one, so you would search for the user, you would go to my page, and then if I had a video on my page, all you have to do is click on that little box with the arrow going into it, and it'll say download, and you just click download, and then all of a sudden it's just saved to your phone, and then you can go and repost it on your Instagram. And the reason why I like videos is because it's eye-catching. People are gonna stop and watch a video of a pretty girl putting makeup on. If you're somebody who likes makeup and you're a girl or woman and you know you're into that, you're gonna stop and you're probably gonna watch that video. I get so many hits on the videos that I post on my Instagram, more than the pictures. Okay, and the other app that I use is called Note+s. Oops, I spelled it wrong. It's N+OTES. So what I use the Notes for is I make a little folder, and every post that I make that I'm going to put under my my pictures on Instagram, I usually have 10 to 5. There's only 2 in here because I just got a new phone, but I usually have 10 to 15 different things that I can say under each post, and that has like my hashtags in it. It has everything in it, and that way I can just go in, copy and paste a post, and then you know, just put it on my Instagram. So it's that easy. Another thing about posts that I didn't mention in the previous slide up here, what kind of pictures to post. I don't always just post unique. Sometimes I post makeup tips, sometimes I post funny pictures. Anything that I think is going to draw attention to my page, I will post. And you can actually go check out my Instagram page and you can kind of see how I do it. I don't just post unique stuff. Okay, so how do you get followers? This is... Oh, you know what? Let me go back 1 second. I'm sorry. One more thing about posting hashtags on Instagram. So there's this cool little trick that I learned from Brittany Kaplan, actually, and I had never even thought of this. When you post a hashtag, what you want to do is you want to post it in the comment section. So when you go to post a picture, instead of posting it instead of putting your post with the picture, just post the picture and then make a comment. Like if you were about to go comment on somebody's picture, you just want to put in the comments your hashtags, because what you can do is you can go back later and you can delete that and then you can repost new hashtags under it and it's going to refresh it. So on Instagram, when you search hashtags, the most recent pictures where the hashtags were used are going to pop up. So if you were to go to a picture that you posted 2 weeks ago and you were to delete the hashtags that you put in the comments and then you were to put a new set of hashtags, it's just going to refresh it when somebody is searching for that hashtag. So that's a really good trick that I learned. Okay, how do I get followers? So this is what I do. Like I had explained before, I go to makeup artist page, CoverGirl, any makeup related page, or even mom groups, anything that you find on here that has to do with women is your target audience. So you go to users and you type in your target. Right here I use the example of CoverGirl, and you're just going to go to their followers and you're going to click that little blue and white box with the plus sign in it. You're just going to follow it all the way down. You can do about 50 people every 15 minutes, so be consistent. When I was starting to grow my page, I just did this all day long, and that's how I have so many people. Okay, so a couple of my extra tips and tricks. Once you followed your 7,500 people, it's not going to allow you to follow anyone else. So that's where you want to go to your Instafollow app and unfollow the people who aren't following you back to make room for new followers. Don't ever wait until you get to 7,500, because then you're just going to have to waste time going in, and it's going to take you about a week to get down to where you want to go. I like to post pictures a few at a time, so I'll probably post 2 pictures at a time right after each other, and you need to be consistent. You have to post every couple of hours. If you're not consistent, then people are not going to, your page is just not going to draw attention. So make them varied. Don't just post unique stuff. Post funny stuff, post makeup tips, post selfies. People want to see you. I post some personal pictures on there. People don't want to think that you're just a robot or that you're just spamming all the time. If somebody comments on your picture, make sure you respond back as soon as you can. Make sure you get their information. If it's easier to text or to get on Facebook or to send a direct message, you want to do that as soon as possible. And then once you talk to that person, delete their comments so that other people don't steal them. Another big tip is to find other people on Instagram who have large followings. So let's say you find a makeup artist or like a reality TV star, and I'll tag them, or I'll send them a direct message with an image of the lashes, and I'll just ask them if they'll be interested in doing a review, or if I send them a free mascara, if they'll post my link on their Instagram. You'll be surprised. Some of the top leaders in this company have built their businesses that way. So that's also a huge tip that you should think about. Find call to action pics. So tag someone who is beautiful, double tap this pic if you love mascara, tag your besties. Any way you can get people to go to your Instagram is a win-win for you. So a call to action picture is a perfect way for people who aren't following you to start following you. And then also, this is what I was talking about, when creating a post, paste in what you want to say as a caption, and then post the hashtags in the comment. So that allows you to delete the comment every few days and refresh the hashtags. So you can only do 30 hashtags at a time. If you want to use more, nothing will show up, so make sure you count them. That is the last of my tips, so I hope you can put them to good use and you get lots of followers on Instagram.